Everyone, welcome back to my kitchen. You're in the kitchen with KK, and this week we're going to talk about National Salad Month. We're in the month of May, so even all around the country, the buds are sprouting. You're feeling spring, you're getting outside, it's warming up a bit, and you see life coming. We're still celebrating liver gallbladder season, so it is a time to get more greens into the body. So let's have some fun today. I'm going to show you how to quickly prepare a fun salad in a jar, which is a great take with you to wherever you're going kind of thing. And it looks gorgeous. So it's kind of fun to do with the kids as well. And then I'm going to share some tips with you for making salads even more nutrient dense. And so we're going to have fun today. And my name is Kimberly Knox, and I'm a functional and integrative health coach that gets to the root cause of ailments and disease. So I am more vibrant today at 62 than I was in my late 40s just because of my diet and lifestyle changes. And I love sharing that inspiration and empowerment with other people, especially women over 55. We've got to do things differently. And you do have the power to be vibrant and healthy without age-related diseases or a misnomer. It's, you just feed your body well because food matters. As soon as you change your food, everything changes. And I didn't realize that until like 15 years ago when in 3 days I could see it in my face. So I hope that I'm providing you inspiration in this channel to just make some changes and know that how powerful it is for you to get in the kitchen, even if you only learn to do a few things. Because remember, excellence is a habit, not a trait. The more you do it, better it is. And this should be a relaxing place for you. A little music and a little creativity. As long as you're organized in your kitchen, if you're organized in your business, there's no reason your kitchen should not be organized, especially the pantry. Makes your life so much easier. So what else is happening around now? May 6th is No Diet Day. When I'm working with my clients, it is about no diets. It's delicious, not deprived. We crowd out the junk with real food. We don't focus on diets. Diets are built to fail in your brain. It's a temporary thing. You want to shift. You want to think about what are the nutrients my body needs? How am I fueling this highly valuable vessel that I have? The higher the value you place on yourself, the more you're going to be more mindful about what you put into it. So it is no diets. So May 6th, that was just yesterday. What else? It's National Asparagus Month. We'll get some asparagus recipes with the highest glutathione vegetable that we have. It is so darn, it gives you so much information, healing information for the liver. It's fantastic. It's a natural diuretic. There's so many ways to enjoy asparagus. And I'll tell you where you can put them into the salad mix here. It's also Mediterranean diet. I like to call it a style of eating month. So we're incorporating Mediterranean thinking. It's the colors, it's the antioxidants, it's the minerals. You would think that you're lower, that they're putting so much focus today on proteins and they're missing the boat on a lot of things. Amino acids come in many forms. But generally, we find that most people are lower in their minerals that they need and antioxidants to protect the body. So we're getting that here. But it is National Salad Month, so let's have some fun. I'm always prepped, and I give you tips and throughout that you can be prepped and organized as well. So, of course, I always have a dressing in a jar, and my clients love my lemon, ginger, garlic dressing. Little blender, you put all this stuff in there and you blend it up. Okay, you can even do it with no olive oil. You can do it with tahini. This one doesn't have tahini if you have a little sensitivity to sesame, but tahini will make it a little thicker. But lemon, ginger, garlic, fantastic. These are all the things that your liver loves. They're naturally anti-inflammatory, antibacterial, antiviral, fabulous things. So when you start with your jar, a wide mouth 32-ounce jar, is necessary. No small, you never get the salad out. And then once you buy the metal cup, you can order these ball jar lids, or you can even get them. I've seen them at Target. And then it's very easy, one piece, so it's never going to start to rust. But perfect. So you're going to put a little bit of dressing into the bottom. And, this is a tablespoon and a half. So, like a couple tablespoons will be fine. You're going to shake it all up there. Back to the side. So this fresh dressing lasts me like all week, and I put it on a lot of different things. It's great. So that's the dressings in the bottom, because the dressing, the acids, that's what starts to break down your salad, softening up the fibers, so it's easier to eat. Get this out of the way here. The hard veggies will go in next. And I've already got a salad prep, and I'll talk to you about that. But what I don't have in the salad prep is some red cabbage. Red cabbage is super high in anthocyanins, great amount of nutrients in cabbage, natural glutamine for your gut. Cabbages are fantastic. If you have to cook them because your gut's so a little sensitive and it's healing, fantastic. So we're going to put those in. Some other hard veggies that I already have in the prep, but I have them sliced really thin on a mandolin. But if you want to do cubed carrots or little thicker slices, radishes, cucumbers, you might want to take out some of the seeds of the cucumbers. An English cucumber that's really hard, those are probably the best. And I use a little melon baller to kind of scoop out some of the seeds. And cauliflower. Cauliflower is a cruciferous vegetable, super high in choline, great for the brain. And it's easier on the sulfur is a little easier on a gut than, say, raw broccoli. But if you do well with raw broccoli, put it in. But this is also a great spot to use the broccoli stems. And you cut the hard part off, keep the inside. You get more of the sulforaphane. This is the active glutathione, the active glucosamine in not glucosamine. It's the active form of the sulfur that are in the cruciferous vegetables as a group. So the sulforaphane there. And we'll talk more about that. Cauliflower. If you like sweet red, and you got to get them organic because these are on the Dirty Dozen list, the red, the yellow. If you like those sweet peppers, put those in there. Fennel, fantastic for your gut. And this is where you can put in some beets. A lot of people don't use a lot of beets, but because they're a little messy to do, but this is where you could also put in beets. So I'm going to get the cabbage in there. Now we're adding beautiful color, which is so fantastic. So we've got those added. And then next up will be some beans, legumes, grains, or some alternative pastas. Let me give you an idea. Chickpeas are usually my favorite to add in there with a sprouted quinoa. We're going to do lentils today. I'll show you that. Black beans you could do, or black or red rice you could put in here now, or gluten-free pastas. There's so many different gluten-free pastas. Make sure you're getting them without the rice flour, and that's great. So let's get in a little bit, probably at least a quarter cup or half a cup of these beautiful lentils. I'll show you which ones they are here. So I've decided to use, this is a brand, and I opened up the can, I rinsed them off. I also put these into my walnut lentil burgers, and I will whip them up with some other ingredients in a food processor. But lentils are great to have on hand. Lentils are easier on the gut as well when it comes to a legume. So when you're healing your gut and you're getting back into it, getting those really strong proteins and energy that lasts a long time, that is important. So the other lentils that you could utilize are the sprouted green lentils from True Roots. Sprouted just means that they perfected their amino acid complex, their energy, their nutrients, and they're also softer and lighter on your digestion, and that's important. So Next will be some of your softer veggies. Here's an example of some of them. A zucchini, so a little bit softer, and I've got some beautiful organic zucchini chunks. Zucchini in the skin have your beautiful lutein and zeaxanthin. They're selling that now because so many people are having eye trouble. Macular degeneration comes on primarily from heavy metals, a very sluggish and toxic liver, stressed out adrenals. But so your body knows what real food has. It likes the synergistic ability of getting its nutrients from real food. So let's add in these beautiful zucchini. Yay. Here's some other examples. Asparagus tips. So it's National Asparagus Month, right? Asparagus tips would be great to add in here at this point. Or if you are, I always have some of the stems left. So I do about this much of asparagus or this much if I'm putting them in. And so I always have a little bit left of the stalk. So you can keep that before it starts to get hard at the end. You can put it through a food processor and make it kind of into a rice, add it into salads, or just chop it up and add it. And that would be a place to use that in a salad. Fantastic. Just like the top of fennel, whereas the fennel bulb is a little different. And I put that into chicken recipes. So that's beautiful use of it there. This is where you can add cherry tomatoes. I like the smaller tomatoes, not a lot of seeds and a lot of juice. That's going to like kind of mess it up. So beautiful, organic only. Tomatoes are on that dirty dozen list for years and years. So you can cut them in half. This still gives you a lot of surface level. That's not going to make them too messy, which is great. And then if you do want to add some avocado, but you might want to add the avocado after, because sometimes obviously avocados start to change. So it depends on how many days you're keeping this. These jars will last 4 days easily, but I wouldn't want your avocado to get like discolored, right? Okay, so here's my prep greens. Now, when I'm meal prepping for clients, I make a beautiful healing salad mix, and I'll put it together in just for easy, easy surfaces, an easy way to transport it. I make a salad bag for them. They can put it into something else if they use it all. And I'll just put paper towels in there to keep the moisture. So what's in here? Arugula, watercress. Those are always in mine. Watercress, super high, highest in vitamin C. Massive healing type of green. And arugula is a cruciferous. It's a little bit peppery and bitter. That's what the liver loves, just like dandelion, the super most bitter green, but it's made for the liver. It is a herb healing weed, all right? But dandelions are fantastic. You could chop up some in here. Romaine, that's very common. There's romaine in here. Those last well. These softer butter greens and even the spinach, those will break down a little more quickly. So I don't often put them in here, but what do? I put in herbs. I love to add in mint. I love to add in definitely parsley. Those are a go-to. You can put in some cilantro, basil. Often I love to put in my salad. So this is where you want to mix it up. So if you're just doing cubes of the carrots and the radishes, you can put them where the cabbage is in this. But I've used a mandolin to make these super thin. So I'm just going to fill with some of the greens here, stuff it all down. And that's it. You want to pack it so you have room for everything. These are just brilliant and super fun to make. And I have radicchio in here. So radicchio is an Italian chicory, red. So you're thinking red colors, antioxidants? Yes, those are beautiful. Your body needs lots of them. Your cells need a lot of protection today. In fact, we're looking at all the things that feed the antioxidants now because we have so much oxidative stress in our environment. So beautiful. So let's get the cover back on. You can store it in your refrigerator. I always put a little towel in there just like this. And this lasts an entire week. It's fantastic. All right, now we got the storage. We've got all the herbs and microgreens. I'm going to add some more herbs though to the top. What I love are These are green onions. So I store everything in jars so I can see it. Now you can just use your kitchen scissors, cut some off, put that on top here. Beautiful. And this is mint, and it's going to be covered. I'm going to add some more mint because I just love how fresh that is. And then you can put these under the greens or you can put them on top. So I love the sprouted go raw sprouted, the snacking seeds here. This is the everything bagel snacking seeds. So you're getting pumpkin seeds, you're getting uh what are the seeds are in here? Anyway, 2 scoops of that, some seeds. So you can do the pumpkin seed. Now, I always keep a jar of crushed up pistachios. I make a lot of pistachio, dandelion green basil, pistachio pesto. It is flipping amazing with garlic and lemon. Oh my God. Tastes fantastic on kelp noodles. That is in my reel somewhere, or on zucchini zoodles. So this is where you can add some of that to the top. And now those will stay nice and crunchy when you put them on the top. And that's what you want. This is ready to go, and we can put the cover on. Look how quick that is. So you see all the fun layers. Now you just bring this with you, and when you're ready to use it, you turn it upside down into like a big pasta bowl. Shake it up first to get that dressing going. But right now the dressing's in the bottom and it's perfect. It's softening up your red cabbage. Oh my God, how brilliant, right? So what are the things can I give you for tips? If you love salads, and you're enjoying them now, let me know, what are some of your favorites. But here, so the power greens are so important. Let me just see if I miss anything, but the peppery and bitter greens, you definitely want to get those in there. Remember, dark red. So like when you see the red kale, that red kale has more antioxidants than the green kale. They're still super high vitamin K and vitamin C and other beautiful things. And but just steer clear of iceberg. It has zero nutritional value, really a lot of water, and that's about it. So when you're buying a wedge salad at a restaurant, spending a godly amount, getting gooey dressing all over the top, you're not getting nutrients. You're getting a shitload of inflammation, right? Because yeah. So anyway, think about that. I grew up with iceberg lettuce and like regular leaf lettuce in our garden, but we didn't really experiment in the other things. So for the ultimate experience, make sure you're getting watercress and arugula and really those deep, strong, put in some chopped up dandelion. You won't even taste it. You have all these different things. Um, yeah, and don't forget the fresh herbs. If you've not put mint or basil into your salads, start doing it. It's fantastic. The salads in my cookbook, Simple Cooking for Vitality, you'll see a lot of that going on. So the mild, the peppery, mix those up. That'll be great. Some of the other mild leaves, romaine, the red leaf, the butter leaf, the oak leaf, the green and red kale, bib leaf, Boston leaf. These are really beautiful. So, and you can use these lettuces to do green style burgers or green style plant burgers, or to do lettuce wraps. Fantastic. So the peppery greens, dandelion, the Swiss chard. So Swiss chard steamed, super high in bioavailable calcium, which is great. Mizuna, we don't always have it. We used to have it at the farmer's market, but you might have a local farmer that grows Mizuna. Fantastic, bittery green, great for your liver. Watercress, even escarole, even the baby beet greens. You're getting really strong nutrients here. Don't forget the parsley, the basil, the cilantro, the mint, the dill, fennel, the fennel fronds there, beautiful, chives. So that's why it's really nice to have them already in jars so they're visible in your refrigerator. That way you're more inclined to utilize them and get creative. That's it. Color, crunch, and texture. So thinking about that. The red radicchio, we talked about the red cabbage, that's in there. White cabbage, Napa cabbage. Napa cabbage has like a little line like this, so it almost looks like that packing ribbon kind of paper, which is fun. It's great in, I put it in my water, my arugula, spinach, blackberry salad. And then you have the little bit of Napa going through it. So that white is a beautiful contrast of color. Fantastic. Yeah, what else here? Don't forget your microgreens. So broccoli microgreens have 100 times the amount of sulforaphane as the adult broccoli spears. So getting microgreens, any of them, I love the radish ones, experiment, getting some of those. I would put them, right underneath those seeds. Now you are stacking those nutrients so high, protein, all the vitamins you need, all the minerals you need. These are the micronutrients that your cells require. Our cells are programmed to heal and repair. They know what to do. Our bodies are so geared to heal. They just need the right nutrients. And as soon as you do, you start glowing and your energy just flows. And yeah, so you want to pump up those antioxidants with color. So think about the Mediterranean diet, why doctors are pushing people in that way is because those antioxidants help to reduce inflammation. And especially when you're talking about heart disease, inflammation is running rampant. We want our arteries to be clear. So there's a whole lot that goes into it, but it's a mindset of color. Yeah, so you can even add some squashes in there, like a roasted in the winter, some roasted butternut squash. You can put that, with some of the softer things. And get creative with your crunch and natural sweetness here. So the salad in a jar might be a little different than the salad you're serving, but when you have a pantry that is well labeled in jars, you're going to feel so comfortable just grabbing down some stuff and adding it to a salad. You're going to feel just getting creative and getting that crunch in there. And you know that I've talked about this, but I take my pumpkin seeds and I grind them up in a coffee grinder into like a powder. That powder I will add to smoothies. 1/4 cup is 10 grams of very clean alkaline protein. Okay, I add it to the top of my salads. I'm getting so much protein and I barely eat meat. So it is all about amino acids, and it's all about how does your body assimilate them, because undigested fats and protein go on to cause gut problems. The number one is SIBO. I work with many clients in that way. So think about that. And dress for success. All right, you see me make a lot of my dressings in little blenders, but have a little blender, makes your life super duper easy. Now I have another jar here. I use this jar a lot. This is a 16-ounce wide mouth. This is a 32-ounce. So this would be really great if you want to bring some chicken strips. If you're a meat eater and you want some chicken strips in here, and maybe that morning you're going to add an avocado to it so it doesn't go bad, or you can bring an avocado separately, but chicken strips in here will be really great, or what other form of meat that you want to put on top. But I do a lot of grilled. I buy the organic air chilled chicken. I turn it into chicken strips for my client. You just pound it out, and then you've got it prepped in your refrigerator so you can add it to different things. It's fantastic. So I hope you enjoyed that. Get inspired. You can make these, make them with your kids, and that way they can just shake them out. It makes them more involved in the process, the creative process of eating and enjoying and making it fun. And let them top it with some fruit if they want, whatever, just getting those greens in there. And so thanks for joining me today, and enjoy National Salad Month. Get involved. My next video will probably be dressing a plant-based Mediterranean style. My white bean Tuscan skillet is so widely popular and gorgeous, and that will be great. So hope you enjoyed this today. Have a wonderful night.